Okay, this is really silly, but hello everyone, welcome. Today we're going to be doing what I'm going to call the State of the Channel Address. Now, it's based off of the State of the Union Address that we have here in the United States, where basically the president gives an address to Congress and kind of the nation, just letting us know like how well things are going and what kind of plans are with the nation and whatnot. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do here today, where I basically just kind of look over statistics of how my Twitch and YouTube channel have done, and just kind of give my thoughts about them and just let y'all know on any updates and plans I have with this channel. Now, today is June 6th. It marks a month since I first started streaming. I first started streaming back May 6th. So I went and kind of got my statistics from Twitch, and I kind of looked at my statistics on YouTube on how well I have done over the past like 30 days or so. So starting off with my Twitch stats, I streamed about 20 hours and 59 minutes, so almost 21 hours. I got a total of max views, which occurred on three separate occasions. I had an average viewership of 1.5. I had a total unique viewers of 67. It's okay, everyone. Calm down, calm down. I had 13 unique chatters, 146 live views, and I've gained a total of 6 followers. So overall, I would say that I don't really have much expectations for how I expected my first month of streaming to go, but I'm actually like pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with like kind of how well I've done so far. I mean, it's nothing crazy, it really isn't, but I really didn't expect anyone to watch. Um, but yeah, I managed to get a few followers, and that people do at least click on my streams a little bit. And yeah, I've had a few lurkers by the fact that I've had like three separate streams where I had five max viewers. Now, my average viewership is low, so it does mean that not many people are really sticking around, but that's okay. Um, Another thing I do kind of want to work on is I've only had one time where a chatter kind of chatted, they followed, and then my next stream they joined me and they chatted again. But then after that they I haven't really seen them again, and I've never had anyone else kind of show up again. So I want to work on trying to get more like reoccurring viewers. I would like to kind of build a community and just trying to work on trying to just get my average viewers up and to try to get some viewers who really enjoy my content enough to where they like come to every stream. And I think I can work on that by one being consistent, because one thing I forgot to mention was that I did go on vacation for like a week. So not only have I just been streaming for a month, but for one of those weeks, I was out on vacation, so I wasn't even streaming at all. And second, since I've been back on vacation, I haven't been streaming as much as I used to. I'm trying to kind of get back into that routine, but also just I've been struggling with motivation. But I did stream today and ended up enjoying it. I was thinking about kind of maybe streaming less, but I think I think I'm gonna keep streaming, but kind of I'll get into when we look at my YouTube channel some of my other ideas. But I guess kind of the idea is I do want to keep streaming, and so I just kind of work on staying consistent. I might not force myself if I don't want to stream, of course. I do want this to be a hobby. I do want to take it seriously though, but if I don't feel like streaming like Monday, I'm not gonna force myself. And if I do want to stream, if I want to take a 30 minutes, like start 30 minutes late, then that's okay. So I'm not gonna like try to force myself and burn myself out over this. And so, um, why did you? I'll just cut that out. But you're not supposed to be that. Yeah, I don't know why. Does it? Okay, that's weird. My bar at the bottom came up. Whoopsie, y'all. I should also have the statistics popping up on the side. I'll try to learn how to edit that into there. But now we're gonna move on to my YouTube stats, which is I've posted 9 videos. I've got 32 views in total. My highest viewed video got 7 views. I've had 1.9 hours of watch time. I've gained 2 subs, although one of them is my amazing partner. So I really got one true sub, one true patriot following me. Uh, YouTube has shown my content to 740 people, so I've had 740 impressions. I have a click-through rate of about 3.2%, which isn't that good, but if you kind of look at the statistics, like if you open them up, usually it's really around 6 to 20%, which is like kind of good. It depends on the video. Some videos literally only have like 0%, but it's honestly not that bad. Overall, it's not the greatest, but I'll explain why that is in a sec. And then the average view duration is around 3.5 minutes. Not the greatest, but I work with it, and my monthly audience is 22, whatever that means. I think that's just I have no idea. I didn't really read what YouTube meant by it. I think I tried, but I just was mostly just noting stuff down. So I have been mostly focusing on Twitch, which is why you've seen a lot more growth on there. Like I focus on streaming on Twitch, right, 3 days a week originally, and I probably will continue that depending on how I feel. While YouTube, it's mostly just stream VODs. So My most viewed video though was the Iberian Blender video about France, and I'm pretty surprised because I muted myself there. But if you kind of look at the watch time, there really isn't that many people watching. So like there are people clicking on these VODs, but people aren't sticking around because obviously like they're clicking on a 2.5 hour VOD of a streamer they've never really seen before, just an unedited stream, right? So of course people aren't really going to stick around for that. And so what I'm kind of thinking about is trying to work on a few things, and I want to kind of focus more on YouTube. That's what I was thinking about earlier, where I kind of stream a bit less and focus on trying to make better like YouTube videos or try to actually properly make YouTube videos. However, today I did stream and I did enjoy it, and so I might continue to stream. But there's a few things I do want to do. Um, I don't have a script for this video, so I am kind of all over the place, but I do have a general idea of what I wanted to talk about. And so there's kind of three different things I want to start working on. So from now on, all my streams are going to be unlisted because I think for the most part, it's kind of messing with my algorithm. I'm not 100% sure how the algorithm works. I don't think anyone really does. But of course, like I mentioned, who's going to watch a stream of an unedited stream of a VTuber that they've never seen before, even if they like the game or even if they click on my content and like it. I mean, it's an unedited video. I've had several issues. Some of my videos, the audios are way too loud. Um, I'm still working on trying to sound confident when I speak and stuff. And I have been improving. I have been working on it. And I had edited a stream and I cut it down. I trimmed it down from 2 hours to 1 hour. But it was an EU4 video. And like I said, it was still an hour long. And so far it's got like 0 views and YouTube didn't actually like push it to anyone. So, and I think it's just because my algorithm might be a little bit scuffed because, like I said, YouTube probably just doesn't know what to do with my content because, no one's really clicking on it. No one's really watching it because it's a stream bot. I have it labeled as stream bots. And who's really going to want to sit down and watch that? I'm mostly just uploading them for archival purposes and just to get in the habit. So in the future, if I do have an audience and people want to watch a stream that they missed, it's easy and available. But I'm going to focus on unlisting them so that you can still go find it in like the playlist if you want. I have a playlist of all my VODs, but it'll work on uncluttering my feed because I'll get into the second part in a second, or the second thing I want to do. But also hopefully it might help my algorithm a little bit. But moving on to the second thing I want to do is every stream that I do upload now, like or if there is going to be a VOD on my like channel that's unlisted, it's going to be a trimmed down or highlights version. So I do want to work on like actually producing content that's like I put a bit of effort into. Not just putting effort into my streams, but like on YouTube because I do want to grow. I mostly was putting VODs on here with the hopes that maybe it might attract an audience, but of course it didn't, and it makes sense why. But YouTube has a lot of better options for growing than Twitch, so I would like to, of course, start posting videos onto, you know, here where I'm going to be uploading this onto YouTube. And so at least for my streams, I want to turn them into something because I want to stream and I want to use that time to actually like produce a video, right? And maybe can reach other people. I think y'all understand. Because my third thing I want to work on is actually trying to upload recorded like non-stream videos, right? Or like recorded videos of me playing games where I'm not streaming, right? And I actually did get a bit of practice with this the other day where I streamed myself because my second most viewed video is that Hearts of Iron video I posted recently. And Hearts of Iron is like still somewhat of like a popular game, right? And I did forget to put stream VOD, so that might be why it had more clips. I fixed that now, or had more views. Um, but also YouTube did kind of push that to people. I think it showed it to um, I think like 70 people maybe. It might not seem like that much, but like, compared to some of my other ones, like my last video, I think it showed it's like 16 people. But anyway, I made that video. The problem is my audio was scuffed, but I've been working on my audio. I've been working on my video quality. Like I streamed today, and I think just because I switched to my new computer, all my settings got reset, and so my stream quality was sucked. So I won't be able to make a video out of that, sadly, of the stream I did today of Fortnite. And second of all, that I messed with the audio settings, so the audio should be better. I should be way louder than any game I'm playing. And also, I set OBS to record the different audio tracks so that if it does get messed up, um, I can edit it in DaVinci Resolve, which DaVinci. Whoops, sorry, I was thinking of the meme. DaVinci Resolve. I can edit it to kind of fix it as I need, and I've gotten better at editing that. The EU4 video. That was mostly for practice, so I'm not too disappointed it got 0 views, but, I definitely learned a lot, learning how to quickly go through a 2-hour stream and kind of trim it down. I mean, it still took me a lot of time, but I'm learning a little bit of tips and tricks. But yeah, the kind of summary is my Twitch so far, I think is doing pretty well for the first month. I mean, like it I don't really have much expectations, but I am like very grateful for what I am getting. Even if it is small, I'm grateful for anything, right? And I do want to focus on staying consistent and trying to build an actual audience and community, right, of people who like to kind of return to my streams and watch my stuff, right? But also want to work on trying to, produce higher quality on my YouTube channel by turning those streams, still uploading them so that people can watch them unedited if they want, but also trying to edit them so that it's higher quality and like people have a reason to click on it, right? As well as producing actual like shorter form videos of like maybe they're still like 30 minutes long. I mean, Hearts of Iron, E5, these games take a long time to get through, like several hours to get through one game, depending on what you're doing. So like you can only like trim them down so much. If you go look at other YouTubers, their channels are also have videos that are an hour, 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes long. Um, but at least it's shorter than a 2.5 hour stream, right? As well as it's edited, so people are, like, watching it, and at least there's, like, content. There's not moments where I'm, like, quiet, right? And that's what I wanna work on when I trim those streams, is to making it to where at least if someone does wanna watch it, they're not gonna be stuck, like, wasting their time, because you don't wanna waste people's time, right, when you're making content, because people's time is valuable, so that's why you sorry, I hit the mic. Oh my god, I need to stop. I'm not used to having, new microphones, so I'm not used to having it like this, but, um, I think that's kind of it. I think that's all I wanted to mention. Uh if I have anything I'm thinking of, I might put it in the comments. So thank you for watching. I know right now I don't have an audience. This is mostly just me trying to get practice doing this because like I said, I'm gonna do it monthly. And a lot of this is just practice. Even if there's no one watching, I think that's one thing that's kind of nice about starting off with YouTubing and streaming is that you're not like I don't expect to blow up anytime soon, and that's very good because if I did blow up, I don't know what I would do because I have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm able to kind of experiment right now and do stuff like this. Um, and just kinda like right now I'm rambling, I probably should end the video, but I just kinda wanted to talk and just say that, yeah, so far I think things have been going well. I definitely wanna continue streaming. Um, I definitely wanna make videos, and so, yeah, I'm just kind of speaking my thoughts and just kinda rambling. So, once again, if someone does watch this, thank you for watching. If you're somehow in the future, if I do get somewhat popular and you're coming back and watching this, welcome. Hopefully I'm still making these, because like I said, for the first year, I wanna do these every month, and then I'm gonna do them quarterly, so with the changing of the seasons, because I think I have some ideas with that. I have a lot of ideas for the channel I wanna do, especially VTubing, which is, like, um I think I could be more expressive showing my actual face, but VTubing has a lot like different options. So like I kind of want to give this guy different outfits. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling way more than I should. This video is getting into 13 minutes long, and so I'm gonna wrap this up here. Once again, if you did make it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this little new journey of mine, and I hope to see y'all next time I stream. If not, I will see y'all next month when I do another update. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.